I love the PO-LING principles, and I think it really resonates with me. And so I was reviewing it last night, and I was just looking through it, and I'm just like, all of this is really well done. This framework is well done and well thought out. And so when I think about, there's a specific instance where, well, there's a lot of instances. I mean, the PO-LING framework really applies in a lot of areas in terms of growth, perseverance, passion, inspiration, leadership. It is, like I said, a great framework. The place that I see it most, a great example is through TAP and TAP New York. When I created that organization, there was a piece of, what I wanted to do was basically use the PO-LING framework in terms of how do I find people with passion that will persevere? How will I help others lead? How will I help people grow as individuals? How will I, basically, all the things that PO-LING stands for. And I want to give a specific example where what we did was we asked people not only for what they wanted to do for TAP and TAP New York, but what they wanted to do with their lives. And so we had everyone come up and present that every year so that everyone in the group would know exactly who they are and what that meant. And so, I asked that a lot because when you're in a lot of organizations, do you know what your fellow board member, do you know what your fellow colleague actually wants to do with their life? So you sit in these meetings with all these people every day, yet you have no idea that they want to become an opera singer. You have no idea that they want to start a winery one day. You have no idea that, what they care about is that their family's health is number one this year. And so the PO-LING framework, if you look at it in a lot of ways and you apply it to your organizations, can actually bring those questions out, because it's just about, how do you help others? How do you grow as individuals? Because it's not just growing in your career, but growing personally. And so, this framework is literally what we did. We asked each other, how is it that we can help each other? Because if only TAP New York does well and we don't do well, then this organization won't last, because you're going to be burnt out. You're not going to want to work with each other. So what's the point? If you are not friends at the end of this experience, if you have not grown as a human being, none of this is important. P is for perseverance, passion. O is for others. L is for lead. I is for inspire. N is for network. And G is for grow. And I think what we did was all of those. We encompass all of those. And going back to what I said, the networking part, it's literally what we're trying to do, create a network of people that weren't friends before. How do you create people that will actually be at each other's weddings when they've never met for the first time? That's really hard. How do you inspire each other to do more than what they used to think that they could be, what was possible? And so seeing others' goals and seeing what other people want to do inspired others to do even more. And lead. That was what the whole organization was about. How do you help others see their leadership potential? How do you get other people to want to lead? And I think that's a really interesting question, primarily because, or question for people is, do you want to be a leader in the community? Are you willing to be a leader in the community? And I think a lot of people don't know if they want to yet, but if you use the PO-LING framework and you think about it holistically, everyone should want to be a leader in the community. Everyone should want to give back, because all of those things are really going to help someone personally and professionally.